Yo, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Jungle Juice. This is the official Black Boy Jungle Recap show. I'm your host, Rio Johnson, and today I am joined by two of the writers, Tina Cole and Kat. What's up? How y'all feeling tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm feeling good. I got my juice here. You know, we're gonna get into that in just a minute. We also have cast members Corey and Corey. How y'all feeling tonight?
Good. Great.
Good. And then we have the director of this episode, Mama Do. How you feeling, man?
I'm wonderful, man. Great to be here.
Yes. So this is episode 2, just premiered yesterday. People have been waiting 2 years for this. Okay, y'all. 2 years.
2 years.
How does it feel? You know, this is a lot of hard work.
It's surreal for me. It's surreal, and I still have so much work to do. So this is it's really just the starting line.
Right. Everybody else now speechless. It's okay.
No, I'm just excited that we're finally able to share it because it took a long time to actually get it for it to be seen. So to actually have people see it and to hear people's response about it, what they like and everything, it's just great. It's a lot of love. So I just appreciate it that people get to see it now.
Definitely. Now we're gonna get into the very first segment, which we're gonna do on every episode of Jungle Juice, called "What's in Your Cup." All right. So I'm gonna start with T, and we're gonna work our way down. What's in your cup tonight, T?
I just have a little Perrier with some lemon, just something light. You know, we detoxing, we preparing for other roles, so nothing too heavy.
That sounds a little too fancy for my cup. Kat?
All right, I'm on the same route, but I got some alkaline water with some lemon, cucumber, and a spruce of ginger. Mm-hmm.
Y'all boring. No. Mama dude, come on, spice it up. What's in your cup?
I hate to say it, man, but I went with water. It's alkaline, but I'm detoxing too, man. I've been eating like crazy these last 2 weeks.
Boo!
I got y'all next week. I'm gonna bring something special next week.
Boo!
Everybody detoxing.
I was gonna do something, but I was like, let me just drink water.
Y'all in the comments, tell me what's in
You
your
should have
cup.
started at the bottom. Start at the bottom. For real.
Corey, what's in your cup?
Hey, Mike, what's Corey? Me?
Yeah, mine, my man. I keep forgetting we got two Corey.
Got a little JMO, lemonade, splash of cranberry, apple cranberry.
Yeah. And what
Okay.
are you
There
wearing?
we go. There we go.
Corey DeMond, what are you wearing tonight?
Oh, it's always gravy, baby.
Always. I just had to make sure. Had to make sure.
Always.
Always gravy, baby.
Now, female Corey, what's in your cup?
I am drinking the blood of Jesus.
You need
Some
it.
jam jar sweet Shiraz, my favorite wine.
Okay. Now, y'all, she plays a teenager on the show. She is grown in real life.
I'm 24, I promise.
She's 24 in real life.
Swear to God, I wasn't gonna do it.
I ain't gonna do it.
Let's jump right on in, because for those of you guys who did not see the pilot, we kind of just introduced all of our main characters, got to know everybody. But the big plot twist at the end was that the person that Santino woke up to, the young lady he woke up to, actually ended up being one of his students. And so we picked back up on that in episode 2, and I know y'all threw us for a doozy. Listen.
Ooh.
You know, we wanted to have y'all wanting more, so we got to leave you with a cliffhanger.
Yeah, a 2-year cliffhanger.
Hey, it wasn't supposed to be that long, but you know, guys,
It was a big cliff, okay? It was a big
It was
cliff.
a really big cliff. It was really big.
What's up,
Right.
y'all? Oh yeah, if you in the audience and you got a comment, questions, anything for the staff, the writers, make sure that you guys drop it. We want to make sure we highlight y'all, get y'all interacting with us. So the scene opens up, the episode opens up with us in the club with Santino with his two best friends, Chase and Ade. Chase, I don't know, the guy who played Chase was amazing. I don't know about y'all, but I think he was really
He was
dope.
pretty good, I guess.
He was alright.
Wow, that's
He was
crazy.
funny. He was funny, man. I like him.
To go in a different
Funny, that's
direction.
He was funny.
Yeah, he
Mm.
was funny.
Great. He's great.
Great guy to work with.
Yeah, but Santino, Chase, Ade, that was some real stars, man. Real professionals. Just
I think
wonderful
they just
guys,
need
man.
to know. You ask me. But opens up in the club, and this is where Santino meets JL for the first time. They see each other. He goes over and approaches her. And funny enough, Tina Cole is in that scene. Because I feel
Yeah,
I saw her.
Was she?
I'm in the club scene as an extra.
Yeah, she was.
You gotta be, and I'm low-key wearing an outfit that I wore later on.
Ah. Nobody noticed though. It's okay.
Nobody noticed. See, I just told her all my business.
I mean, honestly, the biggest thing about that scene was that Corey DeMond had
Yes.
some tooth pain.
I want to
And
shout him
that
out, but I
man,
want to jump ahead.
watching the episode, when he was talking, I was like, oh yeah, his tooth hurt. Man, he was a trooper. Like for real.
Yeah.
Like
Man.
Yes. I was going to shout you out for that. I'm like, Corey DeMond's a
you
real
was a
one.
trooper for that. You had
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
I remember getting ice cream and everything to make sure you was cool, looking for aspirin, trying to make sure that you was
That
good.
was the worst pain ever in my fucking life.
he looked like he was in so much pain.
So backstory on that part, I needed a root canal, obviously. And it was cool before I got there. Like it wasn't as in much pain, whatever, that was cool. I could do it. But I was hungry. I was starving because I ate all day. And I was eating some chips. I was kept eating the chips and putting it on this side of the mouth. You know, so like sucking Cheetos. And then I got to talking to Gio and them not paying attention. And the Cheetos like moved somehow. And I bit down. Oh my God. That thing bit down on that tooth. It was over with. I had to go. I couldn't do nothing else. I don't even remember filming the rest of the scene. I checked out mentally. But we
He
got
did.
it done.
He zoned out until it said action. He was,
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't even know
actually
how we
one of
got
my
them
favorite
shots.
scenes.
Huh?
That's actually
Oh,
one
no.
of my favorite scenes. Like that location, everything
Oh.
about that day, like really fell through.
Yeah, the move was real though. I don't know how I even got through that, dog. Jesus Christ.
I don't either, but it was hilarious to look back on knowing that. And then Mergin was playing, and whose song is that?
That's Corbin.
Corbin who plays Ade. See, we kept it all in the family, y'all. So
Wait, what
Corbin who plays Ade, his song Mergin is playing in the club scene.
That's Corbin? I did not
That's
know.
Corbin's song, yes.
Wow.
Wow. I gotta go
That's
back.
C Dollar. C Dollar is his
C Dollar.
That's his rap name.
He raps for real?
Lighting was fire.
He do hooks. He do hooks.
That
lighting.
me in that
He
joint.
do hooks.
Listen, so in that scene, we see how the introduction first happens with JL. And technically, he never asked for her age. Because that was a
You
lot
just
of
assume.
that's the
Who
debate
asked for
back and
ages in the
forth.
club?
Yeah.
Right. But if you're in the club, he's gonna assume you're 21. So I'm on the side of the people who says, if you in the 21 and up club, I'm gonna assume you're of age.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know,
Okay.
but then there was some people
Makes
like, well,
sense.
you could have tried to ask for ID. No, she got in the club.
I'm not working at the door taking temperature. What? It's not my job. I'm drunk right now. I'm celebrating my little job. I'm not gonna walk up to her and was like, "Can I ask for your ID?" She was like, "Nigga, do you work here?"
Yeah, that's weird. That's just
And that's why I was
weird.
gonna ask, would you ask Corey, would you have done that? Of course not.
No. But now it's in the back of my head.
Right. Now,
It's
female,
definitely-
have you ever snuck into the club underage?
Yes.
You know what? If we're
Tell
getting
the truth.
truthful, if we're getting
Um,
truthful, plenty of times.
I mean, when I was in college, was like,
I mean, but I was
into like bars and stuff. But I had my sister's ID, so you know,
Yeah, I
I
have
look just
just
like her.
alike.
So technically, it wasn't a fake ID.
I
I
knew
was
it.
19, so I was of age. Just I wasn't.
I was
of
19 when I first went to a club too. So
See?
I think we're all guilty.
It's a
No,
thing.
I don't think I have. Like, if I was in the club under 21, it was a type of club that you could be in and not be 21.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
Who
not
goes
me.
to those?
Well, I mean,
did.
that's all I could get into. I was super young.
Nitro.
That's real.
Yeah.
Nitro was everybody's first club.
Pajama
Nitro
night
was everybody's
Sundays.
first club.
No, I don't think I've ever been to a club in actual Chicago because I was away at school.
okay.
By the time I came home, I wasn't trying to club no more.
I mean, you ain't come home for
All right. Now, one of the things I loved is that they did like this slow effect, and I don't know. Tell me whose idea this was. Me and put in the police sirens.
that
Yeah, that was dope.
was dope.
That was dope.
Vernon.
He snapped.
That was a dope touch.
Yeah. Anything on the sound was Vernon.
Yeah, that was dope.
That was funny though. So then, Santino snaps out of the dream because he's re-dreaming this moment. In the bed with Mona, who was played by Renelle Nicole. Shout out to her. Who was in what was the name of her BT movie, y'all? She gonna kill me.
Friend request.
Friend Request. So if y'all have not checked her out in Friend Request on BT, she get a little nasty in the movie, so y'all know. And watch it with the kids. She was a little nasty on here too. That just may be her
No,
thing.
she was not. She's a grown woman.
She
I
said
wanted
you
that to film a couple
again
more times.
and climbed right on top.
Yeah, she did.
That's a grown woman.
Summer Walker said it. Girls need love too. Girls need love. Summer Walker said it, okay?
I wasn't mad at it either. I ain't mad at it. We is acting, baby. We is acting.
But I think that the thing here that we see is this is our first view into the fact that Tino has commitment issues.
Oh, yes.
Probably he slept with JL the first episode. Now he got a whole nother girl in this episode already. So
hey, but the good thing is at least he changed the sheets though. They was gray and then they went from black and white. He clean. You feel me?
Okay.
Tino ain't no dirty nigga though. You know what I'm saying?
But
Right.
there's a difference in Mona.
Dirty, he clean about it.
There's a difference in Mona and JL. Mona is his safe spot. That's like his old faithful. So they deal with each other even though they're not together.
Oh, faithful is what say. And he says that when he comes out to Chase Nade, that he couldn't be with her. They don't want to date, but that's just his. If I know I need some, I know I can go there.
And that's how it is for some people.
And I mean, she a flight attendant, so she probably got somebody in Miami, New York, LA. She probably she got dudes in different area codes.
I think back in the back of his mind, he do really like her, but he's not in a position to really try to be with somebody. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's just like one of those that's his safe zone. That's his homie. They got a vibe where it's like they both, you know what I'm saying? Nobody don't want to go across that line.
Right, you don't want to mess up a good thing. Now, speaking of your safe zones, you decide to confide into your two best friends about what happened with JL. And I got a lot of texts and calls about this scene. So let's check out a quick clip real quick.
Yeah, how's it going, bro?
Slept with a student.
Oh, that's what's up, bro. Whoa, wait, what the hell? Pause the game. Slept with a student.
Yeah.
Like a minor. Oh. Like age ain't nothing but a number. Like you believe you could
Chase.
fly. I'm just trying. Hell, why?
Why? Dog, like the shorty I was talking to in the club that night. She actually wanted to shot players. Like, how the hell I supposed to know she wasn't 21?
You just gonna cut it right there, okay?
I don't want to get into it.
I can't give him too much.
Right, we don't give y'all too much. It's a recap, not a recap. But whose decision was it to have him confess? This course for the writers to have him confess that he slept with somebody.
think it was joint.
I mean,
like that was something that had to happen.
Joint.
Yeah.
Like those is his friends.
And
He
you
had
and them
somebody.
Right.
And he
But
can't tell so he tells boys.
Right. You
Are
got
they helping?
Are they help? Chase was helpful.
Chase wasn't helpful at all.
He was funny.
Yeah.
Chase kept you from talking to small underage people at the barbecue.
They
True.
wasn't underage. They were grown
You
women.
didn't
You just made it like that scene was gold.
You didn't know
That
that.
scene was gold. You made that scene. I love that scene.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was-
for real.
But you made it like I was just like out here looking for underage women. Since
Right.
you don't
No,
want
we know
that-
you weren't, but we want to make sure you didn't make the same mistake twice.
Mhm.
That's true.
And that
Thank
was
you for
actually
having my back, brother.
I think we ended up doing that scene twice because I laughed on the first take when Gio did it, and Mama Do got mad at me.
No.
Because it didn't cut yet, and I like laughed when he made the joke. Mama Do was like, "What are you doing?"
This is my TV.
he like pulled me to the side after the first time I did it. He was like, "Hey man, just go for it." And that's what I want to say. Probably one of the most fun directors I've worked with because he just play around. He let us have fun. We did the script the first time, and then he said, "Let me see what you got."
I think
Mama
you
Do
win what you
play all
got both
day.
sets. I think you win what you got like both rounds. You didn't really.
The first time I did what was on the page.
Ah, bullshit.
I don't quite remember that.
Gio went with what he wanted, and it went, and we laughed, and it flowed.
Yeah, a lot of times it was not in the script, but I was like, "Yo, I like that."
You can leave it. Yeah, as long as it worked and
Right.
he stuck to like the gist of what we had written, we were cool with it.
Right.
I guess I did good because Mama Do didn't fire me. He didn't throw me off the set. So
Oh, never, man. Never.
yes.
Oh no, that was in the script, Lauren. That was in the script. That was in the script.
Yeah.
We wrote that one.
That's to the writers. That wasn't even me.
Really?
Yeah, that's to the writers. Now, what wasn't in there? I think so. The prayer got cut. The prayer got cut. So that's a funny behind the scenes. If y'all can find that in bloopers, we need a blooper reel at the end of this of everything.
We got
That'd be dope.
it working.
Yes.
Yay.
You can have Bryce get on that. He's running out of things to edit.
So after that, we see JL and her friend Celeste. Now, Celeste is that friend that you don't need. She got your back, but she got your back in all the wrong ways.
In the wrong ways.
But did you see that low key hate? Like Celeste was like, "I'm
She's like,
Celeste." Oh, and that's JL.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's the type of friend. Like she wanted your man, girl.
That's the
Yeah.
thing. That's what I was gonna say. In the club, Celeste like kind of like played it off. So Celeste was trying to shoot her shot too.
She was definitely trying to shoot her shot. She was trying to shoot her shot first.
Definitely ignored that. Definitely should ignore both.
But Celeste, but here's my thing. I think Celeste was one of those people like, if I keep him around, I still got a chance. So she said that's why she sent the text message for you.
We'll see.
She said,
We'll
"We'll
see.
see."
Interesting theory.
That is a great theory right there.
What y'all
Interesting
think in the
theory.
audience? Because we want to know y'all theories too. Then what we talking about, we end up at this barbecue where I flipped nothing on the grill. Y'all can stop telling me that. I know. Did nothing come up on the grill.
Okay, so I just want to stand up for myself and say that I had somebody go to the grocery store to buy items to cook on the grill. Somehow they never made them on there. And I kept asking, like, is it time to put the meat on the grill? And everybody was like, no, not yet, not yet. And then we get to edit it, and I'm like, we ain't never put that meat on the grill.
I think something happened where
No,
somebody
we
bought the
did.
wrong meat.
We cooked it and y'all ate it. It was set. It was like craft services. We ate it.
Oh, we did.
Okay,
I
craft
feel like we ate that day.
We ate it.
I feel like we ate good that day.
Did we?
I think that day was a hodgepodge of food. That was probably the only like random craft services day.
It was because I feel like we also got.
We had random.
I think my
You got
mama
what?
cooked. My mama cooked something.
We had chicken. We had. I think we also had pizza. There was a lot of food for that.
Oh, y'all was eating
Wow.
good.
It was some lamb chop.
Yep,
We had
Remus.
lamb chop and we had steak because y'all was supposed to flip it on the grill.
We did, and we had white history.
And we had Uncle Remus.
Uncle Remus.
Y'all always have Uncle
I
Remus,
didn't
your
eat that.
West Siders.
That's because they West Siders.
You gotta
I
relax.
know.
G.
Mom
Don't
do.
disrespect our Uncle
They
Remus.
so West Side.
Hey,
I mean, I enjoy it. I
Lakeland
enjoy it.
Academy is on the west side of Chicago. If you read the plot notes, the school is on the west side.
They
Unfortunately.
live on the south side. When I did my character's backstory, he came from the south side.
Okay.
Me and Tino.
How you gonna put your character backstory?
But this episode definitely had some of my favorite locations and like sets. So we had that backyard scene with all that dope like graffiti. Like that just worked out because we didn't even plan that. People's next door neighbors just had like really, really cool stuff going on in their yards. We had cars pulling up at the right time.
Yeah,
Like, to the shot.
even the club scene.
Now,
Like,
Let me tell you about the club.
Chicago.
Let me tell you about the club and how. So I was as an indie filmmaker, it's almost impossible to get a
Hey,
club.
Joey say Gio
CGI burger.
CGI burger.
and y'all plays Donovan.
It's possible. You might be able to work on that.
Listen, I can't wait.
Might be able to get, maybe Brian do it.
Yeah, we can work on that. We can work on CGI.
The entire series we got blessed with locations. I feel like
True, but the club. So
The
it was
club?
like before, and I was renting like just a little black box, and we were gonna turn it into a club. They canceled on me last minute. I made a Facebook post, and within like 15 minutes, somebody hit me up like, "Hey, I heard you need a club. I have one, like Refuge Live." And I'm like, "Okay, cool. How much?" And they were like, "Just come through."
Oh,
Like,
I used to work there, y'all.
shout out to them. They were really
you did, Corey.
that was so clutch. Because we were about to have like no location, so that whole like episode stuff was just working out as we were like trying to get our footing.
We were gonna use. Wait, T, remember we was gonna think about using someone's basement?
Yes, we were in a crunch. We were hitting people up like, "Hey, your basement got a bar." You think like when you an indie
They
filmmaker,
weren't using that basement. They thought they were using that basement. They weren't using that basement.
Mama do one going.
Little 7-foot ceilings. I'm like, it's not.
the pickings were very slim, and at that point, I was like, "Such and such." You said he got a bar in his basement. We might have to make that work.
Thank God.
Shout out to Nick. That was Nick. Shout out to my boy Nick. Shout out to
No,
Nick.
like it could be a dope bar to kick it in, but it's you need a different environment to shoot in. I'm like, where do you put the light if the ceiling's only like 7 to 8 feet? It's like you can't really bring a light up and point down. You'd basically just be in Gio's face, and I'm like, with just shadows everywhere. I was just like, yeah, nah.
I feel like you would have made it work though.
I wouldn't have. We would have moved this to a outdoor day party or something.
Dope though.
Hey, I mean, we would have found a way to
Right,
make
exactly.
it work.
But that's what I'm gonna say. Mama do was gonna
We
find.
would have been in the same backyard.
Same back, just the other side. You just flipped it to the other side.
Just
Mama, right. Mama do was gonna find a way to make it work.
I do, man.
Yeah,
Life of lemons.
That's indie filmmaking for
Mama
you.
do make it do what it do, baby.
Don't forget the you.
Now, another one of my favorite scenes is in study hall, y'all, where Tino finds out that JL and Amir are sisters. And not only that, whose study hall is this where people are eating,
Braided hair.
doing hair?
CPS.
Chicago State.
It's not CPS.
wait, real quick about that scene. Corey Damon did the reaction, like the wow, like 8 times. Like you kept like you would be like, wow.
No, that's not again.
What happened?
Wow.
Like 8 takes.
Oh, it wasn't good. Wait,
You were
No, you were just asking.
No, you were great. You just gave us 40 different options.
Yeah, you were great.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, you were thinking of your options.
Wow.
You were doing them out loud. Wow. Oh wow. Oh wow.
damn, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Right, exactly.
Now, my new favorite character was in this thing. The young lady that's getting her braids done.
Right.
Anisha.
That is my
Ronisha.
favorite.
Rodnisha.
Ronisha.
Wow.
It's better if I just show y'all.
Well, I just came over to talk to you ladies about joining Black History Club this year. We have wonderful activities planned. I don't know if you've heard yet, but I'm the new sponsor this year, and I would love to have you ladies join.
But you white.
True. But that doesn't affect my passion for the subject.
No, we good.
Okay, well, if you're sure. Soul Girl is catering our first meeting, and we're gonna have fried chicken and sweet potatoes and greens and Patty's pies, maybe.
Oh yeah, y'all having watermelon too? I said we good.
Well, I will just see you ladies later.
Unfortunately.
I love that scene.
Yeah, I love that part.
I
That
love
was my favorite.
She's so cool.
Her facial expressions are what takes me out. She's
No, I agree.
now that and Connie, because we get a real deep dive into Connie and her love for Black people here.
Love for Black culture. Like she is low-key woke.
She
I mean, the food sounded pretty good to me. I would have stopped by. Like,
I would have went to Black
I would have stopped by at least
I
sign
would
those
at least
things.
got right. I would at least got a plate.
Stop by and got a plate. I'm like, really?
For real.
Listen,
She would have been all right with me. I like soul food.
For real.
I love me some good old soul food. But of course, we're not gonna get too much away. But this is just a precursor to Connie's life. I think this is another shout out to the writers. You guys did a lot of great development just in this episode alone from the first episode, because we just got introduced to these characters. But you guys like gave us a lot in these 15 minutes into the lives of, you know, the rest of these characters. And I was just so impressed when I went back and watched again, just from a viewer standpoint. I was like, we getting a lot in 15 minutes that we don't even get from some people who got 30 minutes to an hour.
Mm.
And it's not rushed, it's not overdone. I get time to enjoy these moments because somebody just brought the show back and never mind. But listen. Oh, and the fan favorite line I think right now is, who is Rachel Denzel?
That is
Ooh,
my
what?
absolute favorite line with this series, y'all. She said, "Who's Rachel Denzel?"
Yeah,
that Rick, was
That
that,
wasn't in the script, was it?
But what's perfect is that, like, when I tell you gotta bring stuff back to people's attention, in the past, like, week, somebody else has been acting like it's another professor who's been she's been pretending to be Black
yes.
for like 10 years. So the fact that her name even came back up, because we wrote this 2 years ago, Rachel Dolezal was kind of still in the media.
Mm-hmm.
And for it to come back up this weekend, I'm like, okay, thank you, God.
Yes. That's amazing.
So it was real cool for like that to happen. I mean, it sucks that the lady is out here perpetrating, but I mean, for that to come back up, it was real interesting.
Yes. Now, after that, we get a little dive into Amira's life with Rashad.
Hey,
That's
Rashad.
Right. Her real, but we get to see, you know, her best friend, her buddy, came to check on her and told her maybe you don't need to get back with him again.
He was just looking out for her. That was it.
And she shut him down with the cookies.
Brands on, my boy. You know what I'm saying?
You played him. What it was is you wanted the light skinned guy.
And then you act like you didn't know what he was talking about.
That is not
Corey's face.
Oh,
that is not the case.
But
okay,
that's
sis.
what
But
everybody
I do like that little carrot that we left there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You guys developed everyone's storyline, even though it's mostly focused on Santino and JL. Everybody still got a little push in their storyline here.
Mhm.
And we got to see that there is something building with y'all too. We don't know exactly what it is yet, but it's something. It's something. Thank you, Mama Dude.
Thank
The
you
writing
so
in
much.
this series is incredible, y'all.
It is.
Incredible.
Thank you.
You guys snapped.
Thank you.
You
We really
know
just
what-
want to
That's for me. It's like when y'all laugh at the right parts. Because when we was writing it, I would laugh. Man, I hope they laugh. So it made me happy when y'all laugh at the part you were supposed to laugh at. Yes.
It's addictive, careful. It's addictive.
Yeah, that I love to
Okay,
watch
I got
people watch it.
Yes. My other favorite part was wardrobe. I got to wear some dope stuff in this show.
Come on,
That
Gravy.
gravy. That gravy.
Always gravy, baby. Always gravy.
That was fly.
Felt good. I cannot
Hey,
afford
so,
it.
so Corey, I need you to put like gravy on one of my fedoras. Like, give me a gravy fedora. I will rock it. Put it right here. Put it right here. Ooh, that'll be cold. That'll be cold.
I'm aware of the episode. I did get to take some wardrobe home. I did get a gravy shirt to take home.
Who signed off on that?
I don't know if anybody else got a gravy shirt, but I probably shouldn't have said that.
You probably shouldn't have said that.
Hey, call me out like that, bro. Dang.
I just
Can
want
I
to
get a 2X, bro? Where the big and tall gravy at, man? I want some gravy.
Man, I just want it on my hat. Gravy on my
big
hat.
on my hat.
Zebra coming across the top.
I just want some sweat.
I'll mess up the game with that one.
I just want to share my blessing. My bad.
JL, come over and come get it.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'm joking.
See?
JL,
I'm in character. I'm feeling character.
I'm in character.
Yo, we did not write your character like that. We didn't write that.
facts. My
Speaking of-
character was like that.
Speaking of come
What's
over,
crazy, me and JL really had like one scene together. Well,
Yeah.
just JL.
all right,
We didn't
because
have-
in the
That's true.
pilot,
Oh yeah,
you know, there
I got
were things change in pilot, y'all. So it's
we did
fine.
an ambiv.
Yeah, not an here. Yes. So let's talk about how did it feel stepping into a role that someone else has already played, Corey.
Yo, first of all, like I came to the premiere of this series and I didn't anticipate being in it. So
Wow.
when I heard that I got the role of JL, I was like, okay, well, I know this actress. She's with my agency, so I'm like, I always go against her. I'm tired of being put up against her, but you know what? I got the role. I got this. She wanted me to do this role, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play this part. But yeah, I felt like at first I felt like there was pressure, but then I realized like there wasn't that many scenes with her before, so you didn't really get to know her. I feel like you got to know JL in the second episode more than the first, of course.
That's true. That's true. And my mom makes me look a lot alike.
We do look alike. We look like we could be sisters.
Who? Oh, sorry.
No. Who?
Hey,
No, not
Corey
me,
got on there like an owl.
My,
me and T.
what T?
Y'all.
Oh, I think you about the other JL. I'm sorry.
I knew you thought I said no. Me and T.
I told y'all it was gonna get juicy tonight. I said it's gonna get a little wild.
Oh, that was
I'm behaving.
That was cool.
No, I wasn't. I was talking to my partner over here. Wasn't paying attention, and I heard. I'm sorry.
You look.
No, for my mama to say you look like me, because my mama don't say everybody look like me.
No, y'all didn't look like sisters though.
We look like sisters.
I thought you meant
Great
the
casting.
both JLs look alike.
Shay, I'm right there with you. 6 feet under.
Moving right along.
Moving right along. So
Next topic.
JL decides to meet up with Santino in the gym because she's still on the prowl. She said, "I'm still gonna shoot my shot."
Period.
And here's the thing: JL not a professional in this because she would have got somebody with a little bit more rank. You gonna date the coach at a high school? He ain't got no money, girl.
He was
Okay,
accessible.
He was
He's
interested.
acceptable.
First of all, You see a nigga like me in the club, you gonna she was shooting a shot.
Boy,
What are you talking about?
she been late. Okay, so
I felt like what's that line from Scary Movie? She said, "A backup dancer." Or, security can get you backstage.
Did we ever write what Chase does?
Yes, he's a sports.
He like Tommy. He ain't got no job.
No, Chase is a
He ain't
sports.
got no job.
I'm a sports. Wait, what
He's
am
a
I?
sports what?
You're a sports agent.
Oh,
Bullshit. No, he ain't.
oh yeah, I chose
Yes,
wrong
he
one.
is. I'm the writer. How you gonna tell?
All his players,
He
they
didn't
play
even know.
AAU. They all play AAU though. They all play AAU. That's it. He
He
just
didn't
agent
even
for
know
the
he was
AAU
sports
players.
agent.
Like that?
Oh, okay. I ain't missed out on nothing.
Y'all ain't gonna play me like that
Go tell me.
stuff.
Go say you're a sports
Oh,
agent.
shout out to Jalen. This is one of our high school kids.
Perfect.
Just one of the extras. Hey, Jalen.
Hey.
Shout out to you. Thank you.
We don't have a show unless we got you.
Thanks.
People
Very,
back.
very
Shout
true.
out to the
Real. Fact.
Now, this scene in the gym got very intense. Very intense real quick. And we're going to take a look at this. Because and Corey, I was just like, you. Now we know where you get them parties that you was telling us about. That's how, okay.
I think it's a game.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a court. We've got a ring. We've got balls.
Go home, JL.
That's not what you wanted me to do the other night.
That was before you lied to me.
When did I lie? You asked me if I was seeing somebody. I'm not.
That's not what I meant, and you know it. Do you know what this can do to me? My job, ball, my life. If anybody found out about this, JL, I'm going to jail.
I just turned 18. My girl told me that's the age of consent in Illinois.
Not if the person is an authority figure. Your girl lied. If I would have known about this, JL, this would never happen.
Look, I didn't expect for my fake ID and a random night to turn into me sleeping with a teacher.
Come on, JL. Please don't ever say that out loud again.
Jay, your sister's looking for you. Go, find her.
Coach JL.
Little girl, I said go.
Devin popped up like a villain in a horror movie.
Motherfucker. Michael Myers.
Because they was on that sneaky stuff.
She was on that. I was just trying to shoot jump
Yeah,
shots.
it was just me.
It's just her. But the thing is, in my mind, like watching as a viewer, I'm like, Rashad heard something, but he's not sure it was exactly what he heard.
He had to.
True.
He had to heard something.
Man, Rashad didn't have to.
And she ain't even say nothing. She seen him walking in.
Right.
She definitely did.
She had to see him walking
No,
in.
because where her viewpoint was, she didn't see him because she was facing you. Y'all was all in each other's face.
Yeah, I was focused on trying to kiss you.
But that man is 6'5".
With a mohawk.
In them office shoes, he was just sitting there planted.
Go home,
I don't know
JL.
about y'all, but my parents used to sneak up on us like that.
Bruh. If not, if you looking in that direction.
But I was looking at
Hey,
you.
Does she want to be found out? Maybe she want him to know.
My name is JL. What? Get your ass.
It's Coach. It's JL.
Coach Stell.
She feeling herself.
Period.
She just turned 18 and she feeling herself.
But why did his voice go down 2 more octaves? Little girl, I said go.
Little girl, I go.
I know for me, like when my daddy,
It made him a little more stern.
or even my older brother, like if I was wilding out at that age, they would call my government name and it would be way deeper than it was.
See, but he's just the one of the faculty at the school. It's not her.
He's not just that, he's her mentor.
Yeah.
True.
He's like a father figure to her.
Mm-hmm.
So he gonna check
A little bit better because he didn't know she was at the club sleeping with older men.
Nigga, she was at this nigga house.
for
Right.
real.
Right, you were at your mentor's house.
I was at my mentor's house. How did I sneak out? Like, I'm good. I'm really good.
No, because a girl would never have gone to his house before. He's still a man.
Right.
You haven't been in his
Like,
house
he ain't
before.
never
You don't
coached
know
like,
he
let me go
did
get
that.
the stuff or nothing. Like,
No,
And
like
then you guys grew up together. And Amira and Rashad
still
grew up
girls
together.
she
don't.
would have never go to the club with it.
You didn't know where he
Not
lived.
happen right or wrong. Right. I would never did it. Should have went to the club.
That's true.
And if he would have been a little bit more sober, like he was waiting at the club.
Right.
No, because he still wouldn't have checked for my ID. I was 21. Or
He
I was
wouldn't have, but
club.
it probably was some telltale signs that you probably would have given.
That came from one of the high school.
Like the shiny lip gloss.
Bro, when you lit in the club, niggas ain't trying to figure out age, like nothing. We're not thinking about that. We on savage mode at that point in time.
He speaks for himself. I like older women, so I never had this.
We know Mama do.
Hey, your mom, I said hi.
I do.
I think one of the biggest things to realize about Santino's character.
You too, Kat. Actually, oh look, both of y'all here today. Tell both of y'all mamas I said I just got caught. Damn.
Mom, I'm so sorry if you're watching this.
I hope y'all moms aren't watching. I love both of y'all equally though.
Hey, mom.
Everybody's getting close to that.
This is too much. But to be honest, with Santino's character, I mean, he just has a lot of toxic qualities, and it catches up.
Yeah.
Very toxic.
He's a trash dude when it comes to dealing with women, and this time it bit him in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Right, and it should have been his wake up call, but here we are.
Should have been his wake up call. Here we are. What you mean?
But he went back to Old Faithful. That's one thing I can say. He did go back to his
safety. He went back to his safety. So we haven't
He
seen
might just doing random one night stands. He at least back with Old Faithful.
He probably gonna do background checks from now on.
Background checks.
Yeah, I don't think Tino would. I think that's below his, and that's really it's kind of scared the hell out of him.
Yeah, that's why I say
he's not.
Yeah,
because he's not at where he wants to be, and he's like trying, and then for that to happen, it kind of like, yo, like damn, you can't never get nothing right. Like you can't do nothing right.
Right, because then the thing for me was I don't think that he actually cares about his job. This is a job where he actually enjoys. This is something that he loves. He doesn't want to mess it up.
She ain't learned, Paige. She ain't learned.
But I think he cares about having Rashad's respect.
Man, why did I hear? When I heard Paige, like.
Shout out to Paige's headshot.
I heard.
It's my curfew.
I know, right? It's like not like that. That'll be perfect on a Colgate ad.
Listen, I can't wait till we have Paige because it's a lot to talk about with Connie.
Woo. We might need a therapist when Connie have her episode. We're gonna have to invite some special guests.
There's so many levels of just breaking down with Connie.
Yeah. Ooh, that's gonna be. We may have to do a 2-part
My
episode.
favorite character is the high school kid. What's his name?
Donovan.
Joey.
Donovan.
Man,
Donovan.
I love that character so much.
Mm-hmm.
He's
love
one
it.
of my favorites.
And so we got to see him this episode. We learned that Roosevelt kind of did what I did tonight. He had a special cup.
Hey.
And filled it up. What was he drinking this in? Crown? Yeah, Crown.
I'll be right back.
Crown Apple. Oh, JL, how you know the exact bottle?
You know what? It's actually my curfew. I don't have to go, guys.
It's the green packet. It's the green.
All right, we gotta say goodbye to Corey. Thank you for coming through.
Right.
See you later, girl.
Guys. See you.
Right,
she has early call time tomorrow, so she can't.
I do. Bye, guys.
How long he's still working?
No, she's shooting something with me. That's why I told her to go to bed. She good at oversleeping.
Yes, y'all. So, we see Roosevelt is drinking on the job. But then we also see Donovan. We meet Donovan for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It comes in, and we learn very quickly. Well, if you got common sense, that Donovan is on the spectrum.
Yes.
And so, Kat, we want to talk to you about this because I heard that this character kind of came from your brainchild. Kat, you with us?
Well, I'm an educator, and I actually work with students with special needs. So I have a closer interaction with them, and a lot of times when you mix special needs with CPS, sometimes they can get lost within that system because some people don't know how to deal with it, or don't know how to like speak with that student. So like that's what he was. Like he looked at Davidson like, oh, you know, this is my opportunity to get to ground through him. So it was just showing that through a special needs student. So
Yeah. Now, because I mean, y'all, Joey, I don't know if you still here, but bro, you played the hell out of that role. Shout out to him. But like the way that he came in, he delivers those lines. I said, "Oh my god!"
I'm just glad people could pick up on it because we wanted to make sure it was understated.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we wanted to kind of leave some hints there that it's something different here.
Yeah. And I like that you guys did that. You didn't make it a big thing, and you also didn't make it taboo. Where I think a lot of times in the past, when we've seen characters that were that have us that are special needs or have a disorder, they either make them the butt of the joke or they overplay it and make it a huge drama and sympathy thing as if they can't live a normal life and they can't, integrate into society.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I wanted to highlight though, Gio, is because I work with those students every day. So that's what I wanted to highlight. Like they're regular students, they're regular kids, they're like just want to be just like everybody else. And they have the same aspirations just like everybody else. So but you won't be able to like look at them directly and be like, oh, this kid is on the spectrum. Like it's layers to it. So that's what like Joey, he did that. Like he bodied that. And I was just like so proud to see him do that.
Joey
and I see it every day, and that he was so close to like what I see every day. It was like, wow, like he bodied it for real.
And I think that he put a face to it because in pop culture, you never see Black people shown on the spectrum.
Yeah,
a character.
Just one time in the new Power Rangers movie.
That's it.
That was it.
Other than that, you've never seen a Black. They're on the spectrum.
But you kind of have to figure it was presented as in like I'm on the spectrum. That's how it was presented though, even through the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how I didn't really catch like I caught it.
Much love, Joe. Much love.
What happened?
You good?
She was trying to go. Yeah. So yeah, because me, Corey, Devin, and Tahar were sitting next to each other at the premiere. And so I'm like, I said, is he special in real life? And we had a debate like back and forth for a good like 5 minutes. I was like, no.
I'm sitting right next to the nigga, didn't even know to the end.
No, because he got the beard now. He got the
braids.
Yeah, he got the braid. He fancy now. Look at it. He fancy now. He got a little design.
And so we're going back and forth, and I was like, that's dope. They had somebody on the spectrum and like gave him a role in the show. He's killing it. They're like, no, he's not. I said, we're debating back and forth. That's just once again like killed it because you couldn't have told me. One, you could have told me he wasn't in high school, and two, you could not have told me that he was not on the spectrum.
Kudos to Joey.
Joe.
Killed it.
And that's the worst part. Joey was sitting right at the end of the row, so he probably heard us this whole time.
Right. Oh man.
I know people like that, so I was really like intrigued with the character before I even like judge or react. It like brought me in because I wanted to know more. Like I got like a heart for like kids, like people like this.
Yeah.
So
my mom
like
from
the
these
whole
kids.
time, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, damn, like who? Honestly, I'm like, who is this person? It made me so curious, trying to figure out like, and how this principal. Well, I don't want to go off into the whatever, but it made me really intrigued on who this person was and why he was so adamant about everything.
Oh, there go Rashad.
Go Rashad. Rashad, we ain't already talked about you. You ain't got no life.
Hey Rashad, next time you close my door.
Now, Mamadou, was it hard? What research did you do to be able to direct Joey through that? Did you like?
Well, Kat, you want to speak on this? Because Kat, I like working with Kat. I'll say that because Kat treats me like one of her students. Because I always tell people, like, if I have time, I should probably go look into that whole spectrum thing. Because there's certain things they teach them, and I'd be like, I have to teach myself that at some point. Like, to read facial expressions, so I understand how people feel versus how they. So like for me, I've always like done a lot of research into it personally. You know, anyone who knows me knows I'm big on my mental health and fixing what needs to be fixed. So I was already doing a lot of research on autism and Asperger's, a lot of those personality disorders, because a lot of people look over those. Like there's some very more less functioning challenges where you see them and you can usually tell, but then there are some people who kind of are very high functioning on the spectrum. And that's why I was real big on not like making it, I don't want to quote Tropic Thunder, but you don't want to lean too hard into it to where you're mocking people with disabilities. Yeah. So that was really my only note I had for him, was like, we don't want to make it like a mockery. We just want to make it, just little personality cues.
You want to, as T said, we want to tell somebody's truth. So, and y'all did that. True. I killed it. And so the cliffhanger we're left on now is that the principal is not only an alcoholic, but he's also on pills. So,
is he?
Did he take the pills?
Is he on pills?
But that's what I was text messaged from several people. The principal on pills.
He a drug addict and alcoholic.
Tell him to find out.
Good time.
I said, y'all
like to have a good time.
You gotta
find out.
Is the principal on pills? Will Santino
shout out Rashad, man. I ain't seen Rashad in here.
Will Rashad and Mira get together? Why does Connie do black people so much? Find out next week on Blackboard.
Will the nurse ever come back from the pilot? More nurse. What's her name? Gina? More Gina. We need Bryce Ray to make a cameo, man. Bryce be too low key. I should make Bryce play like what's his name? Donovan's brother or something. I'd like to see that.
I would love to see
Jack the principal.
I want to meet Donovan's grandma that he always talking about. That's what I want to meet.
That's true.
Yes.
Bring back Joel. Joel needs more FaceTime.
I have heard.
Hey, Joel.
Joel definitely needs more FaceTime.
You out here thotting?
All right. So last question for the night. What's the craziest fan theories that y'all have heard so far?
I don't want to say because I think it'll spoil something. Yeah, I'm not going to say nothing.
Okay. Well, the craziest one I've heard is that JL is pregnant.
Really?
Gotta keep watching. You gotta keep watching.
Wow, really?
Really? Wow.
No.
Hey, Gio, you got somebody else here? Was that your
theory? In trouble.
No,
really. Who is
to? They was like, I bet you she pregnant. I was like, what?
What?
They want him paying child support from prison. That's what they want for him.
That's crazy. What?
Santino, see how they
that better not be the case, because I ain't doing it.
All I can do is keep watching. But Chase will make a really good goddaddy.
Santino gonna never make a good father, really? So that shit won't be the case.
You'll have to be the fuck.
Yeah, we'll see what that theory. We'll see how that theory plays. I won't confirm or deny.
Right. I can't tell y'all.
I'm
nothing.
saying no.
He said no.
We not condoning that shit.
We'll see how it plays out.
Nope.
Well, for joining us for Jungle Juice, the official Blackboard Jungle recap show, we will be back next Tuesday. But don't forget to make sure that you watch the new episode. Episode 3 drops Monday at
5 p.m. Central Standard Time on the YouTube channel. It will be a live premiere, so tune in live at 5.
Yes, tune in.
I like that shirt, Cat.
Live at 5.
Appreciate you. Always love. Watch it.
Yes. Meet us back here on Tuesdays. Oh wait, no, I need that.
Available online. Yes.
I need that one.
That's my favorite one. I said I'm gonna rock this year around. I'm gonna get the gravy edition though. I'm gonna get the gravy edition. Get them this.
I'm waiting
Customize
for
it
the
up.
gravy fedora. That's what I'm waiting on. The gravy fedora. That's what I'm waiting on.
I'll
I know
send out
that
the
white teacher
invoices.
is there.
I'm an invoice. Just send it to Opportunity Productions. Man.
Got
It's all
you.
in the budget. It's all in the budget.
The
Look at her
budget
face.
closed.
Nah, but stuff. So, T, who do we have join us next week for episode 3?
Next week we will be joined by Gio, Mama Do, Cat,
Hey,
and
I'm
some
back.
surprise cast members. Some surprise cast
You got
members.
some surprise.
I'll be
cast
more
members?
lit next week.
Yeah.
Well, I
Come
know.
see me next week.
I'm not gonna say who coming.
Yeah.
I
You'll
know
find
some,
out if you watch the episode.
yeah.
Wait, who is coming?
We
We can
can't.
talk about that offline.
Right.
All right, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank
We'll
y'all
see
for
y'all
tuning in.
back here
I'm
next
in the
week.
broadcast, and then we'll let you know who coming. Mama do. He wants to expose everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I'm like, I really don't know. Now I want to know.